Good morning, Mr. Budiantoro and my dear friend. My permission to explain the material on intelligence. Next. 1. What is intelligence? Give the example to support your explanation. Intelligence is ability to learn or to understand and learn what they are taught easily and quickly. Also remember what they have learned. This now can be used in the situation or problems. Example, intelligent people will more quickly remember what lesson have been understood. Next. 2. What is intelligent for? Will use their knowledge and memory of situation in the past to solve the problems. Next. 3. Can intelligence be measured? How? Yes, with various kinds of tests. Psychology express the result of an intelligence test in a number called an IQ. Next. 4. Explain the correlation between intelligence, a test, and life. Correlation between intelligence, a test, and life is the intelligence that determines how high our IQ by using an IQ test because intelligence greatly affects life in the future. Next. What is IQ? Intellectual intelligence is a general term used to describe the nature of the mind, which include a number of abilities, such as the ability to reason, plan, solve problems, think abstract, understand ideas, use language, perceive, and learn. Next. 6. Is someone who has a high IQ always smart? Why? Not always people with high IQ have high intelligence, because IQ can be reduced if not used, and too high IQ can make someone often hallucination. 7. Human beings are the most intelligent animals. What does this statement mean? Because humans are created by God more people perfect than animals, and humans have the mind to do something. Read about the building. Exercise 2. Read the paragraph in which the following italic idioms or expressions are found, then find the best meaning of idioms or expression as used in the context in the test. Next. 1. People who are intelligent learn what they are taught easily and quickly. People who can learn what they are taught easily and quickly, certainly he or she is intelligent. Next. 2. These scientists believe that is a person can deal intelligently with some problems in a test. He or she also that intelligent with problem in. Everyone who can solve the problem in the test is certain that he can solve the problem in his life, because the test includes solving the problems. Next. 3. Since a human being is certainly not the biggest animal or the animal with the biggest brain, intelligence cannot be measured by size. Intelligence cannot be measured by size. Next. 4. An animal in the jungle knows what is the enemies are, and it keeps food off the way. It knows what foods are good for it and how to find this food. An animal in the jungle is intelligent because know who its enemies are and it keeps food off their way. Next. 5. Rat use intelligence to get a food that seems out of their reach. They also learn to avoid food that has been poisoned. Rat is the intelligent animal. They can solve the problem intelligently. Exercise 3. To understand the text deeply, answer this following case. Next. 1. Why cannot animal read, do mathematics, and build building? Because study of the other animals are showing that human being is definitely not the only animal. With intelligent animal can communicate with each other, but they cannot read. Next. 2. There are two persons. One is 8 years old and the other is 68 years old, but they have a mental age of 12. Describe person who can chronological age of 8 and mental age of 12. B. Describe the person who can chronological age of 60 and mental of 8. C. Computer the IQ and explain the result verbal. D. Give the reason why there is person who can chronological age of 8 and mental age of 12. 8. Give the reason why there a person who has chronological age of 16 and mental age of 12. A. The person with 8 years old has obviously develop faster than older, but their mental age does not show difference in the rest of mental growth. B. The person with 60 years old mental age is far below his chronological age because still looking for identity and not matter enough. C. Psychology developed the formula. The 8 years old person IQ is 150. The 60 years old person IQ is 75. D. A person who is 8 years old but mental 12 years old. Because of his curiosity, he is curious about his surrounding and usually is more intelligent. A. A person who 60 years old but mental 12 years old, because they are usually slower to learn something and their minds want to play constantly because the transition childhood to teenager. 3. Answer the question on paragraph 6 and find other reference to strengthen your answer. What makes a person intelligent is that he is curious and diligent to doing anything. Some are born with intelligence because the genes of parents affect a person to be intelligent. Next, exercise 4. Without referring to the text, fill the blanks in the following sentence with the correct word from the list. You may change the tense, number, or form of the word to fit the context. 1. He is afraid of face his boss after making such a fool of himself at the meeting. Actually, he has to meet the boss son. 2. He is such his thumb. He always does it whenever we hand to eat something. If we want to know whether someone is smart or not, we have to know his IQ, my friend said. How can we know the IQ? I asked without answering. He gave me a piece of paper which explained how to calculate IQ, that is formula. 4. He was born in 177 and died in 178 according chronological age. He died when he was 10 years old. 5. Zevi is smart by her intelligence. She can do tests easily and quickly. 6. She is 16 years old but has mental age of 5. The way she thinks and the way she talks like a child. 7. As a good shopkeeper, she has to able to solve the problem politically, even when she faces an angry customer. She must multiply something to do him sadly. 8. He really feels sad when his girlfriend gets married with another. He brings his sadness to everywhere in sadness. Reference affect his life involving he result of final test. 9. It is difficult to tell life story. He is married Susan, but Susan's love his brother. He is not, on the other hand, in love with his sister-in-law. Oh, it is too complex to explain. 10. If we want to fly, we need practice and practice. Even we have to look method and learn how to fly well. However, a little bird can fly without learning much. It flies by using instinct. Explanation for the question number 1 to 10. The answer is adjustable to sentence state in the question. Thank you.